So this is the bike I'm going to pick up. As you can see, the engine's in a box, so it's literally a basket case. Comes with an extra frame, another swing arm, new tires. You see the description. It's about 2.5 hours from here. It's pretty far, so I'll cut back whenever I get there, I guess. Alright, so I made it to Texas. I'm about 10 minutes out from where the guy wanted to meet. It's about 10 minutes that way. Alright, I just made it to the guy's house. He's got super nice property out here. I'm headed back now. I got a dirt bike I gotta go pick up first, and then I'll cut back to whenever I get everything back home. As you can see, this is all the parts I got. The '05 bottom in there, the '01 in the tub, some new tires. All the rest are in this one. You can see the dual intake ports. Okay, so I got all the parts laid out. This is the bike. As you can see, it is a 660 special edition. Alright, I've started transferring everything over to the '01 frame. You can see the '05 over there. This bike came with two different size cylinders. One's a stock bore and one's a 686, which is the big bore. You can get a better look at the other bottom end now. And next is the A-arms. So it's the next day. This is where I left off. Got the whole suspension system done. Now I just need to get the top end on. I've looked up the piston and it's a 686, so I'm going to run the big bore cylinder. I measured the rings and they're within spec, so I think I'm going to try and pop that cylinder on and see if it runs. So I got everything pulled off the '05 frame. You can see where it's bent right there. Got everything switched over to the '01 frame, as you can see. If you guys want to see more of like the technical building process, I'll put some more of that in future videos. You can see the swing arms all bolted up. I've got everything cleaned up and prepped, ready to go together. I got the cylinder here. I'm about to just pop it on. Before I put the cylinder on, I just want to show you. Here's a better look at the bottom end. Got the cylinder and the head on. All I got to do now is get the cam in and get it timed. It's coming along pretty good, not too much left. I got the cam in and then got it all timed up. Now all I got to do is get the intake, the carbs, and the exhaust on. I should be able to get it pretty much done today. So these are the carbs that came with the bike. They're filthy. They're definitely going to need a good cleaning, a good soak. But I'm going to go ahead and take these apart now and get them cleaned up really good and get them put back on the bike. As you can see, it is a dual carb system. Okay, yeah, this is definitely really dirty. You can see, for reference, this is what it's supposed to look like. Alright, now I think I got everything hooked up necessary for it to start and run. So I got my fingers crossed, and let's hope it doesn't blow up. So I've decided to go ahead and put all the plastics on. This is what it looks like fully put together. These things look sick, man. I love the Raptors. They look so aggressive. So I forgot to film the first start, but it does run, and it runs good. Sounds great. It is extremely loud without a muffler, though. It's actually runs really good, though. No smoke or knocking. Man, I can literally feel the exhaust is like shaking the ground. It's so loud. It's unbelievable how loud this is. Sounds like a race car. It's so peppy too. I can't wait to ride it. Just waiting on the exhaust. I decided to go with the stock exhaust for this thing, as you can see. It's starting to have a slight tick. It sounds like it's coming from the cam area, like at the top. Man, it's crazy how loud this thing is. I don't know why I just started randomly smoking. I just took it for a ride and started randomly smoking pretty bad, but it's like really bad now. Alright, so this is all the Raptor needs to be rideable right now. The clutch was slipping pretty bad, so we got that. It started smoking pretty bad, so we got the new rings. New rings should fix it. It's obnoxiously loud, so I'm gonna put a stock exhaust on it. I think I'll be happy with just being quiet. And a tail light, because I'm a fan of having lights on my bike. It's just personal preference. That's all going to total up to be 198. So basically $200. So I figured out how this decomp system works. As the cam turns, because these weights are heavy, the centrifugal force as it turns at a certain RPM causes them to swing open, which moves this pin down, and that's what disengages the decompression. So it's engaged while the engine's off and turning over on the starter, which makes it stick up a little higher. And when it sticks up a little higher than the cam right there, whenever it sticks up a little higher than the cam, it actually pushes on the valve, making it leak a little bit of compression out. It's super cool how it works. Alright, I finally got everything fixed on this thing. I have the nose cone, I just didn't put it on yet so I could check the coolant. It runs great, lots of power, but it is absolutely terrifying. I mean, honestly, the only thing I could compare it to is like riding a bull. I mean, constant danger of being thrown off. I do need to tighten the front motor mounts because they're loose and rattling like crazy. Super annoying. You can probably hear it in the video. But I'll start it up real quick and show it's not smoking anymore. I'm amazed how easy it is to wheelie this thing. I'm literally just dumping the throttle from low RPM with no clutch, and it just climbs out of it into a wheelie. I'm just not very used to riding quads, so don't judge my novice riding skills. Well, I took it on its first ride and it held up great, but it does make a chattering noise at high loads. So I guess I'm just going to replace the timing chain because I used the old one that came with the bike and I'm worried that's what's making the noise I'm hearing. So I'm just got to pop this flywheel off, take the cam cover off, and swap it out real quick. Okay, that flywheel was an absolute nightmare. It literally took me, no joke, probably 3 hours just to get that thing off. I love the way this intake system looks. The duals all the way down. It looks so cool. Anyway, I got the chain swapped out, everything back together. So this is the bike completely finished. It's in all its glory. I appreciate anyone that's made it this far into the video. Next video, I really take this thing out and put some hours on it and try to figure out all the little kinks, and that's what I ended up addressing in the next video. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace.